It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Bob DeMeo Field here at Veterans Park in Hamilton, we welcome you to the second of two CVC tournament semifinals on WBCB, where this evening it's a rematch of last year's semifinal featuring the number 5 seed Hightstown Rams and the top-seeded Lawrence Cardinals. And a pleasant good evening to everybody. Alongside my broadcast partner, Gus the Bus Barber, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Last season in the semifinals, Lawrence cruised to victory, taking down the Rams 6-0 en route to their first CVC tournament title. And Gus, earlier this season, these two teams matched up way back on March 31st in what was a high-scoring affair. Lawrence got a 14-8 victory back at the end of March. But I've got a feeling that this game might have a very different personality because the two pitchers that we're going to get to see this evening, Deacon Moore for Lawrence and Anthony Benitez for the Hightstown Rams, they're two of the best in the entire conference.
Yeah, these are two teams that they love to score. They're great, potent offenses. But you look at these pitching staffs, specifically the guys we're going to see today, they are locked down. And when it comes to the CVC tournament, you know the pitching is going to be the A game. We just saw it in our first game in our doubleheader, a really low-scoring game, great pitching from each side. I think you're going to see the same thing in this one, a pitcher's duel, but don't be surprised if we do see some fireworks in this one.
Yeah, two great pitchers going up against two great offenses here this evening. Winner of this one will play the Steinert Spartans, the number 6 seed, as Cinderella kept dancing all the way to the CVC title game. They took down Allentown 2-1. During the day game of this doubleheader, it was Nick Lapour's 8th inning RBI double proving to be the difference. Joe Maglione getting the win. Did not get the save, and it was a very quick 8th inning. Didn't get the save because, of course, can't save your own game, but needed only 3 pitches to retire the side in the bottom of the 8th and send Steinert through to their first local tournament title game since 2021. As for today's game on WBCB, it's being brought to you by Team Toyota, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, De Lorenzo's the Berg in Hamilton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Simplicity Funeral Home, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trenton Thunder. These two teams getting set to do battle here at Bob DeMeo Field. Handshakes being exchanged at home plate between James Puglise, the skipper for Hightstown, and Jimmy Mayer, the skipper for the Cardinals. Lawrence looking to defend their CVC tournament title from last year. For the Rams, they're looking to advance to a local title game for the first time since 1985. Lineups and first pitch coming for you next on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home.
We welcome you back to Bob DeMeo Field. Deacon Moore getting his warm-up tosses in out there on the mound, and now let's take a look at the Hightstown lineup that he will face here in the CVC tournament semifinals. Leading it off will be the shortstop Brian Drews, followed by center fielder Danny Creer and third baseman Devin Decker. The second baseman, Dylan Stables, hits cleanup. Then it's the pitcher, Anthony Benitez, and first baseman, Manny Gonzalez. The bottom three in this Rams order are the right fielder, Zach Nagel, left fielder, Kamal Taylor, and the catcher, batting ninth, is Alex Makita. Facing Deacon Moore, back from ACL surgery a year ago, and he is pitching his heart out here in his senior season. A 2.05 ERA in 27 1/3 innings of work. He has walked only 2 and struck out 32 this season. And Gus, Deacon Moore is clicking at the right time. In his last 5 appearances, he has given up just 1 earned run in his last 20 2/3 inning of work.
Yeah, this is an absolute stellar pitching staff for the Lawrence Cardinals, and he's one of their top guys. I think he's the solidified number 2 for this Cardinals pitching staff. He is an absolute horse. He has been a dog all year long. He's all the animals. Every animal you can think of, dog, horse, whatever you think, he is that. He is really good for this Lawrence team, and here we go.
And the first pitch of this evening's ballgame is sent to center for Aiden Poot. 1 pitch, 1 away. We've been saying that a lot here now between the 2 games. So he gets Brian Drews to fly out to center. And now up comes Danny Creer. Creer, the 2-hole hitter, part of this Hightstown offense that has just been absolutely prolific this season. They average 8.9 runs per game, which is far and away the best in the CVC. In fact, if they keep up this level of scoring, the 8.9 runs per game would be the most by any CVC team since Notre Dame in 2022.
Yeah, it's a really potent team, and you saw that continuing in the CVC tournament as their last game. Guess what they won by? Well, not what the final score was, I should say. 8 runs.
Fly ball to left field. Andrew Benitez takes a few steps back, and Deacon Moore being very efficient to start this evening's ball game. 2 batters, 2 flyouts, and the batter will be Devin Decker.
Yeah, Hightstown coming off an 8-6 win against Hopewell Valley Bulldogs, and that was a very, very high-scoring game, back and forth. The first 7 half innings, so up until the top of the 4th inning, there was scoring in every single inning. It was an absolute slugfest, back and forth, and a huge win for the Hightstown Rams to come into this one.
First pitch to Devin Decker, cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Yeah, Hightstown's really done a high wire act to get to the CVC semis. 8-6 win in 8 innings in the quarterfinals, and that was after they needed 8 innings to walk off the number 12 seed Princeton in the first round. A final score of 2-1. Winner of this game gets the Steinert Spartans Tuesday night at Trenton Thunder Ballpark. And the 0-1 pitch is low. It's a ball and a strike. The count on Decker, who enters today's game hitting .385. He's driven in 23 runs. 0 for 6, though, in this tournament is Decker. And now 2 balls and a strike. Devin Decker's been struggling just a bit recently. 1 for his last 11 in his last 3 games, which is the fewest hits in a 3-game stretch for him since 2024. And right on cue, he bounces one back through the middle for his first hit of the CVC tournament. He's aboard with 2 away here in the top of the first.
Well, he heard you saying that, Jordan, so he decided to put a hard hit out in the field. Great job putting it just past the second baseman's reach, and 2-out base knock here for the Rams.
That'll bring up the cleanup man, Dylan Stables, a .424 hitter, second on the team in average. 28 hits, 27 runs driven in for Stables this season. And he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Those 27 RBIs, it leads the team, and it's also 3rd in the CVC. He has 4 games this year with at least 3 RBIs, including Wednesday in a tune-up game, a win over South Brunswick. And he rips this one into left field. So back-to-back 2-out singles for the Rams. And Hightstown is in business. Runner in scoring position. And here comes the pitcher, Anthony Benitez.
Another good job of good piece of hitting there by the Hightstown Rams. Just getting a 2-out knock. Now getting the runner over. Another 2-out knock. Hightstown Rams, do they have enough to get a 2-out rally in them?
Well, Benitez, not necessarily known as a potent offensive player. Hits just .229, but we're going to get a chance to talk about him when he toes the slab in the bottom of the first. One of the state's best on the mound. And he takes a breaking ball that just catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. Benitez is riding a 6-game on-base streak. He went 1 for 3 with an RBI in the quarterfinals against Hopewell Valley. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-1 is sent to right, ranging back Vic Krosky towards the alley. He's got it lined up, and all 3 outfielders make a play here in the top of the first. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for Deacon Moore and the Cardinals. It's Hightstown 0 and Lawrence coming up.
For the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer County, Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. We go to the bottom of the first here in the CVC tournament semifinals. Hightstown could not strike in the top half of the inning, and now their southpaw Anthony Benitez getting his warm-up tosses in. And let's take a look at the Lawrence lineup that he will face today. Leading it off will be the pitcher Deacon Moore, then first baseman Aiden Crowley and right fielder Josh Vikrosky. The shortstop Dan Tazi bats cleanup, then it's the center fielder Aiden Poot and left fielder Andrew Benitez. The bottom three in Jimmy Mayer's order, the catcher Drew Dobkin, third baseman Connor Williver, and the second baseman Seneca Sumners. Going up against not only one of the CVC's best, but the state's best. Anthony Benitez has just been absolutely dominant in his senior season. 39 2/3 innings and an ERA of 0.35. He has given up just 2 earned runs all year, walked 10 and struck out 55. That 0.35 ERA, Gus, 5th best in the entire state of New Jersey.
Jeez Louise.
Deacon Moore is going to look to help his own cause, leading it off. Against Benitez, he swings at the first pitch. It's a one-hopper to first, fielded by Manny Gonzalez, and he takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down for Benitez.
Efficient.
We saw Deacon Moore get the first batter that he faced to head back to the dugout after 1 pitch, and Deacon Moore now does the same up at bat, and now it's Aiden Crowley. He squares, bunts it foul over towards the Hightstown dugout, and it's 0-1. Aiden Crowley in his senior campaign hitting a smooth .333. 19 hits, 16 of which are singles. 7 for 19 in his last 6 ball games is Crowley. And he's going to get a chance to swing away, but instead takes, and it's 0-2. Crowley went 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles and 3 RBIs when these two teams faced off back at the end of March. And he wants time. Yeah, neither of these two teams sent out their aces in that game, though, that 14-8 Lawrence win. Crowley fights that one off to stay alive.
I'll tell you what, the one thing I don't like about this nightcap, it's really starting to affect my vision. Can't really start to see that scoreboard.
Well, it's shining bright out there in right field, Gus.
I need new glasses, and that shows.
0-2 is fisted to shortstop. Brian Drews right there to field the humpback line drive for out number 2.
Well, good play right there, as you said that, but got fisted right there, so not much on it. Little blooper to the shortstop, and he didn't really have to move.
Well, now it'll be one of the CVC's best power hitters, and the right fielder Josh Vikrosky hitting .408 this year. 12 extra base hits, including 3 home runs, which is tied for the conference lead. A wave and a miss, healthy cut that time. Josh Vikrosky committed to Rowan. He's going to be a prof. 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored in their quarterfinal win, a 6-0 victory over Hamilton West. Cardinals have won 5 of the last 6 meetings against Hightstown, including that 6-0 victory in last year's semifinals. Vikrosky takes high. It's 2 balls and a strike. Lawrence has won 12 of their last 13 ball games overall, outscoring opponents 69-18 in those 12 wins. There's a fastball right down the, I thought right down the chute.
Yeah.
Right below the knees, I guess. Vikrosky fights that one off into foul territory. Decker giving it a look, and it's back out of play. Lawrence comes in with a record of 18-5. This is a battle of the CVC Colonial Division champs in the Cardinals against the Valley Division champs in the Rams. Benitez ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. A 1-2-3 top of the first for Anthony Benitez, and we're scoreless through one from Bob DeMeo Field. Deacon Moore back to work when we come back on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hope.
Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. No scores, we go to the top of the second here from Bob DeMeo Field. Second game of our day-night doubleheader in the CVC tournament semifinals. Winner of this game gets the Steinert Spartans after they pulled off another upset. This one's fisted foul down the first base line by Manny Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a .236 hitter, 13 hits this year. All of them are for singles. He's been on base in 6 straight games, and he's the team leader in walks with 14. He's a very patient hitter. That's why his on-base percentage is .490 despite that .236 average. And he lines this one shallow center. Poot coming on and then takes a few steps back, and after all that, he probably didn't even have to move. Makes the grab nonetheless. There's one away to begin the second.
I've seen those a couple times now where those hits have gone right to the fielder where they didn't even have to really move.
Well, 4 outs, all fly outs for Deacon Moore so far. He's allowed 2 singles. And now the right fielder, Zach Nagel, will dig in. Nagel takes up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Zach Nagel, 5 for 14, 4 runs batted in his last 4 games. 2 for 4, recorded his 5th double of the season against Hopewell Valley in the quarterfinals, and sends this one to short for Dan Tazi, who makes a strong throw, and quickly 2 are set down to begin the second.
Real easy. They make it look out there, Lawrence Cardinals do.
Yeah, we saw in the first game the defense was a big story. Allentown just not locked down defensively. And because of that, that's how Steinert was able to get guys on base and get those 2 runs across. Here's Kamau Taylor, the 8-hole hitter. And he takes, and it's a front door slider that drops in. It's 0-1. Taylor 2 for 7 in this tournament, went 1 for 3 and scored a pair of runs when these teams met in March. First season on varsity for the junior. And a big cut and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2.
And he had a couple big hits in that game. Last game against the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs was the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th to make it 7-6. Obviously, they got another run on top of that, but he was one of the big factors and was on the base path a lot. I think he scored a few times in that 8 runs.
Yeah, Taylor started the rally in extras for Hightstown. Started a streak of 4 consecutive hits.
Was it extras? I thought it was the 7th inning.
He lines this one out to right center, coming on for Krosky. He won't get it, so Kamau Taylor stays hot, and he's aboard with 2 away. I thought I saw that it was the 8th inning, but you were there, Gus. So
I'm pretty sure it was the 7th.
You would probably know better than me. Let's take a look, shall we?
If it was extras, I just forgot because it was that exciting of a game.
Oh, no, you're right. It was the 7th.
It was the 7th, okay. But, yeah, it felt like an extra inning game with how much action and how intense it was. But, yeah, Taylor, a big reason why they scored 8 runs.
The batter now is Alex Makita, and he takes high. It's 1-0. So far, early results for Hightstown with 2 outs are yielding good things. They're now 3 for 4 with 2 outs in this game. And if you're Deacon Moore, I guess that's how you'll want it. You'd rather give it those hits with 2 outs, right?
Yeah, because even if they get the base runner on, no matter where he ends up, as long as it's not home, you can kind of ignore him. Just focus on the batter, get that out, and you're out of the inning.
Makita at the plate, he's been on fire recently. A career-long 7-game hit streak. He's hitting .462 in that span. 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 6 runs.
Yeah, he's been a cog in this Rams lineup.
And he takes on the inside corner. It's 2-1. Yeah, when this hit streak started, Gus, Makita was hitting .219. He enters this ball game at .328.
Yeah, that is a huge jump.
5 multi-hit games during the stretch, providing some length to the bottom of this order. And he hits this one to right. Vikrosky over towards the alley, and he puts it away. Well, Deacon Moore is not afraid to let Hightstown hit it in the air. 5 flyouts through the first 2 innings, and still no score. We'll go to the bottom of the second here in the CVC tournament semifinals.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel provides personalized planning during your loved one's time of need for a dignified and simplified service. You can call them at 609-448-1801. That's 609-448-1801. There's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai Kona's, Palisades, Tucson, Santa Fe's, Elantra's all priced for immediate sale. Nobody has a selection or special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. We go to the bottom of the second from Bob DeMeo Field. No score between Lawrence and Hightstown in the CVC tournament semifinals. Anthony Benitez back out there on the bump for the Rams. Benitez, a rare outing over the last couple of years where he struggled last season in these semifinals. 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts against Lawrence. The 6 runs are the most that he has ever allowed in a start. And the 7 hits tied his career high.
Yeah. Absolute crazy line.
He pitched a 1-2-3 bottom of the first, and now facing 4, 5, and 6 in Jimmy Mayer's order, and it's the shortstop Dan Tazi set to lead it off. And Tazi gets a first pitch fastball below the knees. And that's shot into left field to lead off single to begin the second. Dan Tazi has the Cardinals' first hit of the day. It's bobbled out there, and he's going to take second base.
Wow, what a read there to see that he could swipe that bag. Lead off single turns into a runner on second. Now runner in scoring position, no outs for this dangerous Cardinals team.
Well, the ball eluded Kamau Taylor, so an error allows Tazi to advance to second. And so a runner in scoring position now, and here comes Aiden Poot. Aiden Poot, the Stevens Institute of Technology commit, absolutely dominant on the mound in the quarterfinals against Hamilton West on Tuesday. 6 shutout innings. He's squaring, and a spin and a look back, and Manny Gonzalez at first base. I mean, he is about as far in as you can get. He charges, the bunt is down, right back to the mound. Benitez look at third, throws to first. It's a successful sacrifice for Poot. And the first run of this ball game is now 90 feet away, and we're all set for the battle of Benitez's as Andrew will dig in.
Yeah, a good job by Poot there just to advance the runner. Obviously, Poot, an absolute horse on the mound, but at the dish this year. Has a somewhat of a sluggish year, so good job by him to just buy in there, put the bunt down, get a good bunt down, and advance the runner now. Third base, one out. Sac fly will score him.
Andrew Benitez takes a called strike at the knees. He enters this game hitting .236. Provides some power to Jimmy Mayer's lineup. Started the year struggling, 3 for 28, but since is 10 for 27, and he's quickly behind nothing and 2, as right now Anthony is winning the Benitez battle. One for 3 with a double for Andrew Benitez against Hightstown earlier this season. Looking to give the Cardinals the lead in the semis. And he will on a ground ball up the middle, fielded on a slide by Stables, and the throw is in time. But it's an RBI ground out for Andrew Benitez, and the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, good job just making sure he got it either in the air or to the right side of the field. Does that exactly that, hits it to the right side of the field, gets out, but brings the run in, gives his team an early lead.
And so for now, that is an unearned run charged to the line of Anthony Benitez, so still just 2 earned runs allowed for him this year. The batter is Drew Dobkin. Now, if Dobkin gets a base hit here, that run would change to earned. He lines that one foul. Our camera girl, Brianne O'Neill, did a great job not to flinch at that.
Stone cold.
Much better than what I would have done, because I probably would have been diving out of the way, not realizing that there's a screen in front of me.
Yeah, you said this, I think yesterday, you said you would try to go for a foul ball at a softball game. I remember you running away from a foul ball at us.
Well, it depends. There's a difference between, like, pop-ups at where we're situated at Steinert softball field and then line drives that are right behind you.
This was a pop-up coming down to the equipment. You ditched the equipment and you saved yourself.
I knew you were probably there, Gus, and I knew that you were going to be the savior.
I did try to catch it, actually. But I remember we didn't let you live it down. You've probably blocked it out of your memory, obviously.
Yeah, I try not to think about that dark day in my life. 2-2 from Benitez. His hit foul will do it again. Dobkin this year, 14 for 60, a .233 hitter is the Steinert backstop. He's really been struggling the last few weeks. In fact, since April 22nd, he's 4 for 26. But he's been getting on base via the walk. And this one is sent skyward to center. Danny Creer settles underneath it, and he puts it away for out number 3. Cardinals push a run across thanks to a little help from the Rams defense, and it was the RBI ground out from Andrew Benitez, breaking the scoreless deadlock as we go to the third. Lawrence up 1-0.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. And celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford. Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. We go to the third inning from Bob DeMeo Field. 1-0 Lawrence here in the CVC tournament semifinals. And it's the top of this Hightstown order due up. Ryan Drews, Danny Creer, Devin Decker to face Deacon Moore for the second time. The first pitch to Drews is taken for a called strike. Well, how about the career that Brian Drews has put together here at Hightstown the last couple of seasons? He's reached base safely in all 38 of his career games at the varsity level. He's 4 for 7 with 5 RBIs in this tournament. But again, he sends a fly ball to center for Aiden Poot, and he's flown out to Poot twice this evening. There's one away, and here comes Creer.
That's a crazy stat to say, though, that he's gotten on base every single game of his varsity career. That's absurd.
Danny Creer was an all-CVC first-team selection last year. He's been on base in 51 of his last 52 games going back to his sophomore season in 2024. Perfect table setters at the top of this Rams order. Creer had a career-high 4-hit performance against South Brunswick on Wednesday, and he bounces this one foul up the first base line. Has 14 extra base hits on the season, including 11 doubles, which leads the team by 5. The next closest player is 6, and those 11 doubles good for second in the CVC.
It's pretty good, pretty good.
On a 1-1, Creer hits it down the left field line, giving chase is Andrew Benitez, and it's going to fall on the warning track in foul territory.
That's going to hop into the bullpen.
This is not Deacon Moore's first local tournament pitching appearance. He went a third of an inning in the Mercer County tournament title game in 2024 and got roughed up, gave up 4 runs in the loss against Hun. There's a ball beaten into the ground. Moore fielding his position, and he was stumbling, and the ball pops out of the glove of Aiden Crowley.
And you see him stumbling, kind of rushing there as the play was going to be close. Kind of tosses it over, but tosses it really high, and even if the first baseman was able to catch it, which he didn't, it would have been a close play, and maybe he would have been safe even still, but ball pops out of the glove because it was so high, and 1 out base runner here after pretty much a swinging bunt.
The unofficial scorer, a.k.a. myself, is going to mark that one down as an E3.
See, I would have given it a base hit.
If the throw was there and it was caught by Crowley, I think he would have been out.
I think he would have been safe. But
this is a total mix-up from yesterday at Steiner when you were not giving guys hits and I was.
Yeah.
It's the first pitch to Devin Decker's a fastball in the dirt.
Oh, how the turntables turned. It's an Office reference if you don't understand it.
It's a Megan Maroney reference for those of you country music fans.
I'm not.
Decker hits this one on the ground to third. Williver on a couple of hops, and the throw is wide. And Crowley is down over there at first as I believe Decker kind of clipped his arm as he was running by.
He might have clipped his face with something as well because it looks like he started covering up his face.
Well, it's an E5, and as they tend to Crowley, we'll step aside here with 1 away in the top of the third from Bob DeMeo Field.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Good to see Aiden Crowley bounce back up at first. He's going to stay in the ball game. That last play will score an E5. So back-to-back fielding errors now by the Cardinals. And the Rams have runners on first and second with 1 down for their cleanup man, Dylan Stables. He takes a first pitch that he probably wants to have back. The count is 0-1.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there to hit.
Stables now just 3 for 19 in local tournament games in his career after he singled in the first inning. That one's down and away. Good eye. It's 1-1. Stables is a guy that's improved dramatically every season at the varsity level. A 149 hitter his freshman year, 278 last year as a junior. 278 last year, I should say, as a sophomore, and 424 this year. And he rolls this one to short, could be two. Tazi to the bag for one, throw to first is in time. Defense giveth and defense taketh away. It gave the Rams base runners and then erased them on the 2-ball. No runs, no hits, one left for Hightstown. We're off to the bottom of the third. Lawrence on top, 1-zip.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. About set for the bottom of the third here from Bob DeMeo Field. 1-0 Lawrence here in the CVC tournament semifinals. And their offense will go back to work against Anthony Benitez. 8-9 and 1-2 up, and Connor Williver set to lead it off for Lawrence. Williver takes a first pitch just low. It's a ball and no strikes. Lawrence, the reigning CVC champions. This one's up the middle, and that's a base hit. So back-to-back innings with the leadoff man aboard via a single for the Cardinals as Williver puts one back where it came from. And he's on first now for Seneca Sumners.
That one just smoked right back up the middle. It's on the ground. You've seen some ground balls die here tonight in the grass, but that one smoked so much it just zoomed up the middle.
Sumners was about to square before the throw over. Lawrence, not only did they win the CVC title last year, they pretty much dominated their way to it, and including the quarterfinal game against Hamilton West. They've now outscored opponents 35-8 in the CVC tournament since last year, not including the run today. They appeal down to first, and they say Sumners pulled it back.
Thought that was always the home plate's decision, but obviously you can check down on a bunt.
Sumners hitting .273 this year. Squares and drops down a beauty. Benitez off the mound will make the underhand flip. That was the only play he had. Sacrifice is successful, and Williver is up to second. And now digging in will be Deacon Moore, the Rider University commit. I went there. I should know that University comes second.
Come on, Jordan.
Well, we'll have a courtesy runner here for Lawrence. Tom Drizga will head out to replace Williver.
Did you get a diploma from Ryder?
I did, but maybe I shouldn't have.
I was going to say, you should give that thing back.
Well, I'll be at their graduation tomorrow, so I'll hand it right back. How about that?
That sounds good. Deal.
Deacon Moore grounded out to first base his last time up. Looking to extend this Lawrence advantage. First pitch swinging again, and he sends it towards the trees. Deacon picked up his 100th career hit in the quarterfinals on Tuesday against Hamilton West. He's collected 30 base knocks this season, which is already a career high. Fastball outside. Deacon is 5 hits away from tying the program record since at least 2011 for hits in a single season, held by Nick Cagle back in 2013.
Benitez really making sure that runner on second doesn't get too big of a lead.
He just missed in basically the same spot as the 0-1 pitch.
Looked good. It's just umpire not giving that outside zone. Hasn't been for the first couple innings.
On a 2-1, Moore swings away and punches it foul. But for Anthony Benitez out on the mound, he's gotten better every season at the high school level. At a 5.65 ERA as a freshman in just 8 2/3. Lowered it to 3.63 as a sophomore, 1.92 as a junior, and then entered today's game at 0.35. That one's way outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
0.35. That's pretty good, right?
Far and away the best in the CVC, and like I mentioned before, 5th in the entire state. This one's lined foul back to the backstop.
For our viewers, that was a sarcastic question if that was good, because clearly that's insane to have that.
And the run that he gave up in the second inning was unearned. He's now allowed 10 total runs this year. Payoff pitch will have to wait, and ooh, just back in there was Drizga. We've seen some close pickoff attempts today, haven't we, Gus?
There's been a lot of close ones. We saw one I thought that was real close at first in the first game. That one was real close.
Moore hits this one foul off the left field line. A good battle going between the two pitchers right now. Deacon Moore fighting to stay alive at home plate. Deacon Moore in his career against the Rams, he's 6 for 11 with a double and 4 RBIs. Another 3-2 and another foul ball.
Wow. What a battle here.
Deacon Moore doing everything he can to stand in there against the CVC's best. And it's lined into left field, a base hit. Deacon Moore wins the battle, and he's going to double the lead for Lawrence. Drizga comes around to score, and it's 2-0 Cardinals here in the third.
Yeah, what a battle there. Just fouling a bunch of pitches off to stay alive. Finally seeing one that he really likes, barreling it up, going to the left side, and scoring that run. Big time run there, 2-0 lead now.
And there it is, just the third earned run allowed all season from Anthony Benitez.
Whew. What an at-bat there. Wonder how many pitches that was. It felt like it had to be like 8 to 9 pitches.
This one sails to the backstop, and Deacon's going to be able to advance to second. Yeah, I thought we were approaching double digits. We didn't get an official count. It might have been double digits,
but man, oh man, what a battle there. And to finally find a ball that he can barrel up.
When perhaps sensing some frustration from his left-hander, James Pugliese will go out and have a word with Anthony Benitez. Well, Benitez coming into this tournament, Gus, had given up just 1 earned run. It came in a game against Trenton on April 14th, but he allowed 1 against Princeton on May 8th in the first round. And now has given up 1 to the Cardinals. He's given up 2 runs overall.
Well, it's still only a 2-0 game, but the way this Lawrence team has played this year and how they're constructed, 2 runs is possibly all they need, especially with how the pitching has looked and how it's looking today specifically.
Yeah, Lawrence, they lead the conference in runs allowed per game. They give up just 3.8 on average.
Yeah.
It's the CVC's best in terms of runs allowed against the CVC's best in terms of runs scored. The count now, a ball and a strike on Aiden Crowley. This is only the second outing of the season for Benitez where he's allowed multiple total runs, earned or unearned. He gave up 6 in a game against Notre Dame on April 7th. Six runs and no earned runs in that game. Crowley takes low. Aiden Crowley on Tuesday did not reach base, and it snapped a 33-game on-base streak for him. He squares and bunts it off the end of the bat foul.
Heard an alarm going off in the car. I thought it was mine for a second. It's like, how? Possibly how?
I was going to say, Gus, you can't be bolting out of here. I don't know how to engineer this stream. I simply talk into the mic.
I'm simply just the talking man.
You're multitasking over there. We wouldn't be able to do this game without you. And a spin and a throw back, and the ball was dropped by Drews. A runner on and a run in for Lawrence here in the third. And Benitez is paying very close attention to Deacon Moore, who certainly has some wheels back there. Runner goes, pitches line to center. Creer coming on, makes the grab. Throw back to second is in time. It's an 8-6 double play, and Hightstown gets out of the inning, only allowing the one. Lawrence doubles their advantage. They're on top 2-0 as we go to the fourth in the CVC semifinals.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
We go to the fourth inning here in the CVC tournament semifinals from Bob DeMeo Field. Lawrence on top 2-0. Both pitchers have needed exactly 39 pitches to get through the 3. The difference is Deacon Moore is yet to allow a run, and now the man that digs in from the right side has given up 2. Out on the mound for Hightstown is Anthony Benitez, set to lead off the fourth.
Yeah, can try to help his cause here.
First pitch bender that comes through the front door, and it's 0-1.
Is he wearing like a ninja headband?
I don't know. It looks like he's got those like
I don't
tails coming out the back of his helmet.
I don't remember him having long hair, so that's why I'm wondering.
It's certainly an interesting look.
Yeah. Keeps making him think he's got long hair, and I'm like, I'm almost positive he didn't have long hair. Because if he does have long hair, he put it in a ponytail, it looks like.
1-1 is cut on and missed. Benitez, he flew out to right field his last time up.
And that last swing, he was looking to try to send that ball.
He's now 0 for 12 in his career against Lawrence. Ground ball through the left side and make that 1 for 13. Anthony Benitez starts the fourth with a leadoff single, and he'll be aboard now for Manny Gonzalez.
See, Benitez, he's not like one of these new age pitchers who's a PO, you know, a pitcher only. He likes to get the barrel to the bat and get some base hits.
Well, I would argue that that is the new age, the two-way star.
Yeah. You're probably right. It is the two-age star, but I'm always used to, you know, those top pitchers only being, you know, pitcher onlys, the POs.
Gonzalez takes just high. I think Deacon Moore wanted that. Manny Gonzalez, he came in relief in the first round in the 8th inning before Hightstown inevitably walked it off. Count even at 1, Benitez off the bag at first. The pitch is popped up, foul territory, racing over Crowley, and it's going to be back out of play off the roof of the Lawrence dugout.
It's a nice little roof over the dugout. Kind of looks like a
Protecting the
house
players.
roof.
Protects the Cardinals down there.
Such a beautiful field here at Bob DeMeo Field. Absolutely stunning. Love coming here.
Yeah, they keep it well manicured, especially for this tournament. Popped up, foul territory, Drew Dobkin won't be able to get it, and that right there is why there's a screen up above the fans.
Thank God, because it was going to kill our camera person, Brienne. I was so worried.
No, come on, she would have had it.
She was so stone cold, I was like, she's not moving.
Well, she knew that the screen was there, but if the screen wasn't there, she would have broken the glove out.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize the screen was there, so I was actually really concerned for her for a second.
Count a ball and 2 strikes here on Gonzalez. Now 2-2.
Wow, now that I'm noticing it, that screen here, this is such a beautiful facility. Keeping the fans safe, having a beautiful field out here for the players. Oh, it's stunning. I love this field so much.
Hightstown down 2-0, looking to strike back, and Gonzalez bounces it up the middle. Tazi will take it to the bag, and it's another 6-3 double play as Aiden Crowley just barely kept his cleat on first base.
Wow, it must have been at the very tip of the cleat because I thought he was thrown off, but a great job to hold on to that bag.
Yeah, Dan Tazi, who spends most of his time at third base, at least this season. He's looking pretty sure-handed out there at short. So 2 gone now, and here's Zach Nagel, and he swings at the first pitch and sends it foul. Souvenirs are being given out all over the place, although not really because you got to give them back. This is in the major leagues, everybody. You don't get to keep the foul balls.
But I wanna, Jordan.
Yeah, I saw Gus try to sneak one in his back pocket at one of our earlier games. Here's another one.
Here's something funny. You should I do actually have a couple. Not because I want to, but kind of, you know.
Hi, Merrill Reese from my.
I see them laying around, you know, in the parking lot.
They're keepsakes. They're the ones that people couldn't find, I guess, to give back.
Well, some foul balls they can't get back. Yeah, so, you know, the game's over. Everybody's leaving. You know, that's fine. I only have 2 balls, to be honest.
1-2 from Deacon Moore. Fastball right down the chute. And if you can believe it, that's the first K of the day for Moore, and it ends the top of the 4th and sends us to the bottom of the frame. Cardinals on top 2-0. We'll be back right after this on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. You can call them at 609-448-1801. That's 609-448-1801 to find out more. We go to the bottom of the fourth here in the CVC tournament semifinals. And it's the heart of the Lawrence order due up. 3, 4, and 5. Josh Vikrosky, Dan Tazi, and Aiden Poot going to work against Anthony Benitez with a 2-run lead in the CVC semis. That might have been the first time in Vikrosky's life that he squared.
It has to be, right?
Although when you play for Jim Mayer, maybe not.
No, you're going to do it on BP and everything, but who knows in an actual game.
Swings away and beats it on the ground a second. Dylan Stables up with it. That's the fourth ground out that Benitez has rolled. Here comes the Hamilton West transfer, Dan Tazi. Tazi with that base hit in the second inning. He broke an 0-for-7 streak, which came on the heels of him playing some unbelievable baseball. He was 6 for his previous 10 with 3 doubles. Has a couple of home runs this season, including a grand slam. He swings away and catches only air, and it's 0-2. Winner of this game advances to the CVC title game Tuesday at 7 o'clock from Trenton Thunder Ballpark. We'll have it for you on WBCB. The Steinert Spartans await. That one rides high, and the count evens up at 2. Wave and a miss. Tazi comes up empty. 2 strikeouts now for Benitez. There are 2 down for Aiden Poot. Poot has been a run-producing machine as of late. 8 RBIs in his last 5. Average coming into this game, probably not where he wants it at 235, but he might be able to chalk that up to him focusing a little bit more on pitching.
Yeah, like we said, he's had a stellar year on the mound, but not as, great as we all consider a Poot season on the batting square.
Bunts that one foul at the third base line. Yeah, he hit over 300 last year, was all CVC first team. In his career against Hightstown, he's 2 for 17 at the plate, but He struck out a career-high 14 Rams in their regular season meeting last year, and then threw a complete game shutout, allowing just one hit against Hightstown in the semifinals of this tournament in 2025.
Yeah, Poot, I'd say, is the solidified ace of this Lawrence Cardinals team. A lot of good arms, but I'd say he is the top guy.
And I'm not crazy, right? There are a lot of foul balls in this game.
No, that's like I think like the 7th one in this inning alone. This half inning, I should say. There's a lot of cars here too. Thankfully, there's a lot of trees to block some of these balls because these cars would be peppered.
The count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes as Anthony Benitez looks for his first clean inning since the first. Andrew Benitez waits on deck for Lawrence. And again, hit foul. That time it'll find the Lawrence fan section. Another good crowd on hand. I mean, this place was packed for the first game between Steiner and Allentown. A little lighter here for the nightcap, but both teams have brought out a good contingent. Ground ball to third. Decker takes it on the big hop. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Anthony Benitez. He throws up a 0, and we'll head to the top of the 5th. Lawrence up 2-0 here in the CVC semis.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's game, you could catch it all in written form in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Time for the top of the 5th. Lawrence up 2-0 here in the CVC tournament semifinals. Kamau Taylor leads it off for Hightstown, and he punches one foul behind home plate. Deacon Moore has scattered 4 hits through the first 4 innings. All of them singles, and one of them off the bat of the man at the plate. Popped foul, sounding like a broken record. Taylor is one of 4 players on this Hightstown team with at least 22 runs scored, and one of 7 players hitting at least .328 or better coming into this game. Now that is some productivity right there.
And some efficiency, too.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Deacon Moore. 1 to end the 4th and 1 to start the 5th. And Taylor takes the left turn back to the dugout.
Just power there, just a fastball top of the zone, saying you can't catch up to it, and that's exactly what happened. Man, oh man, what a pitch.
Obviously still a lot of games yet to be played, but it is worth noting that Hightstown has not been shut out all season long, as this one's blooped into right center field off the bat of Alex Makita, so he continues to swing a hot bat, and he's on first now for the top of the order in Brian Drews.
Good job of hitting there, an inside pitch, just able to get his hands inside it, take it the other way. Nice little blooper in there.
Drews is 0 for 2 so far with a pair of flyouts to center. Team leader in hits, tied for the team lead in runs scored. Brian Drews had the go-ahead single in the 7th inning against Hopewell Valley in the quarterfinals. That proved to be the winning run. He takes a fastball right down the chute. This one's hit in the air, foul.
Another one to the trees. Hopefully not to the cars. Well, it could go to the cars. My car's not close enough, so no, it's not going to be mine. It won't be yours either, Jordan.
It's another foul ball that you could scramble for after this game is over because you like to pick them up in the parking lot.
Hopefully they don't find all of them. I'm not saying I hope that. It just...
This is sent in the air to left center field. Benitez on the run makes the basket catch. Not really how they teach it, but by any means necessary in a playoff game, as Andrew Benitez is able to haul that one in. Now there are 2 gone, and the batter is Danny Creer. And that 38-game on-base streak for Drews is all of a sudden in jeopardy.
Starting to get a little enticing with that. Yeah, obviously it's going to be interesting with how this game continues, but if the trend continue, yeah, it's not looking good.
Deacon Moore fires a first pitch high to Danny Creer. On the top of this order, they're normally the table setters, are now 0 for 5 between Drews and Creer. Creer did reach via an error in the 3rd inning. That's right over the outside corner, 1-1. Creer 1 for 9 in this tournament. He was 5 for 10 in the CVC tournament last year. This one's over the middle, and it's grounded up the middle. Sumner's to the bag, and that'll do it for the top of the 5th. The Deacon Moore making quick work of this potent Hightstown lineup through the first 5, and it's time to stretch here in high school with the Cardinals enjoying a 2-0 lead. And I'm very glad.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service for the Hightstown community by Simplicity Funeral and Cremation Services at Glacken Chapel, 136 Morrison Avenue in Hightstown. You can call 609-448-1801 to learn more. That's 609-448-1801. We go to the bottom of the 5th here from Bob DeMeo Field. Lawrence on top 2-0 in the CVC tournament semifinals. Alongside Gus the Bus Barber, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Thank everybody for tuning in all throughout the day. Here in the 2nd of our doubleheader. And Andrew Benitez swings at the first pitch, pops it up on the infield. And it's the first baseman, Manny Gonzalez, there to put it away for out number 1.
Quick out there, yes. Second game of a doubleheader. We also have some games tomorrow on the WBCB Sports Network. Little softball action as we have CVC semifinals over there. We have Robbinsville versus Allentown at Allentown at 10 o'clock. And then we got Notre Dame taking on Steinert at 11 o'clock, both on the WBCB Sports Network tomorrow morning. So be sure to tune into those games.
Count 0-1 here on Dobkin. Gus, you're on the call for one of those games,
I
aren't
am
you?
on the call for one of those games, the Robbinsville versus Allentown game. So please be sure if you tune into any of those, tune into that one.
You've got a bright and early morning ahead of you.
Early morning, but that is not that bad because then I get done earlier, and then me and my buddy, we're going to try to go golfing afterwards. So I got a fun-filled day tomorrow.
0-2 to Dobkin is taken down and away.
Calling a game, playing some golf with my best friend. It's amazing.
Golf is big around here this time of year. The PGA Championship going on in Newtown Square.
Yeah, at the Ronimick Golf Course. It's absolutely stunning right now. Me and my buddies created our own little golf fantasy game we do. You know, it's like fantasy football with golf. We have our own point system. We started it for the Masters. We're now continuing with the PGA Championship. It's absolutely amazing.
This is a good at-bat from Drew Dobkin, working an 0-2 count to a full count.
Yeah, enough golf talk by us. How do we even get to golf? We were talking about the softball game, CVC games.
You brought up that you were going to go hit around tomorrow afterwards.
Yeah,
Dobkin sends it foul.
So excited about it. I'm starting talking about it. But, yeah, good battle here, full count. I'm pretty sure we saw that with Dobkins at the first at-bat.
Yeah, we've seen some really good ABs by the Cardinals. None better than Deacon Moore's in the third, which ended in an RBI single. This one will end with a walk, and a hard-fought walk from Dobkin. It's the first free pass that Benitez has allowed in this game, just the 11th that he's given up all season. Runner on first, and here comes Connor Williver. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher. Shane Mitchell is going to take Dobkin's place at first. Mitchell's back with a head-first dive.
Yeah, one thing we saw in that first game between Steinert and Allentown, we saw a lefty, Aiden Peach, have a couple good pick-off moves to get a couple guys. Obviously, they only were able to pick off one of them as the first one. Actually, no, they picked off both of them. The first one was argued, though, by Allentown that he was safe. But, yeah, seen some good lefty pick-off moves today.
0-1 to Williver is taken inside. It's 1-1. Yeah, how about the job that Aiden Peach did for Steiner? Didn't fare in the decision, but pitched into the fifth for just the third time all year, and he was fantastic as a freshman to pitch at this ballpark in a game like this against that lineup that Allentown featured. Not very easy, and he did some real heavy lifting. He allowed some base runners, but was able to get out of it pretty much every time.
Yeah, it went deeper than we all were expecting, and looked like he was a little upset when he got pulled, but obviously looking back at it, it was the absolute right decision. Coach Giolella, obviously one of the best coaches in the CVC, was correct, and had a pitching change, had a good relief pitches, good relief outings from a couple of his guys, and going on to Trenton Thunder Ballpark to the championship. And that he is one of the big reasons, Peach.
Yep, Steinert awaits the winner of this game, Hightstown and Lawrence, as Williver takes high. It's 2-2. Cardinals looking to go back to the CVC title game for the second consecutive year. Rams looking for their first appearance in a local tournament final since 1985 when they won the Mercer County Championship. That's right there for a called strike. Count 3 balls and 2 strikes on the 8-hole hitter Connor Williver. Singled and came around to score in the second. Or in the third, rather. And now they've got Mitchell picked off. We've been seeing it a lot today, and Hightstown is going to execute it perfectly for out number 2.
Yeah, we were just saying, saw that twice earlier today. Literally that exact play right there, and now we see it from Benitez. These lefties having lethal pickoff moves. Accidentally cleared the count. Stupid me.
3-2. Hit foul. We'll do it again. That one's on the roof.
Be honest, this computer has not been my friend today.
No, it hasn't, but
No.
you've battled like any good engineer would.
We're seeing battles on the baseball diamonds, and I'm battling up here with this technology in the press box. It's a full-on Rocky fight.
Yeah, credit to you and Brienne before the first game getting us up and going. 3-2. Down low ball for Connor Williver with an eagle eye. And it's the second straight walk now for Benitez. And that means Seneca Sumners will get a chance here in the fifth.
Talk about everything we talk about previewing. Obviously, still can check out the Philadelphia Phillies on your radio dial at 107.3 FM and 1490 AM as Kyle Schwarber hitting another homer.
Oh, man. Sumners bounces this one up the middle. Drews cuts it off and throws in time. That does it for the fifth. Benitez works around a couple of walks, gets some help via his pickoff move. And we'll go to the sixth in a 2-0 ball game. Lawrence on top in the CVC semis.
Hi, Merrill Reese remind you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
New pitcher on the mound for Lawrence, Aiden Poot, called in from center field, perhaps tasked with getting the final 6 outs and trying to send Lawrence to their second straight CVC title game. Deacon Moore goes out to center field. Now with the job for Moore, 5 shutout innings, scattered 5 hits, struck out only 2. That's all he needed. The first pitch here to Devin Decker is cut on and missed. Aiden Poot, 6 shutout innings against Hamilton West on Tuesday in the quarterfinals. Threw a complete game shutout against the Rams in the CVC semis on this field last year. Check down to first, and Decker did not go.
It's the first time we can officially really get a good reading of a check swing. You know, never really have that first and third umpire. Now we do. We can actually get an official reading.
And a wave and a miss that time.
I'll be honest, I hate when they check the swing and they go down to the umpire who's down at second base. It's like he's got to work.
Well, Decker against Moore today reached base twice. He singled in the first, reached on an error in the third. Count even at 2. Just outside. Man, there have been some close pitches. Devin Decker with 4 career hits against the Cardinals. And he's called out on strikes. Perfect location, fastball, pinpoint, down and away for out number 1.
Man, oh man, what a perfect pitch there.
Backwards K on the scorebook. And here comes Dylan Stables, the cleanup man. Fastball basically in the same spot that he just struck out Decker. Darkness beginning to fall here in Hamilton. The lights becoming more and more of a factor. That's outside 1-1. Gus, did you ever get to play under the lights in your playing days?
Yeah, they're interesting.
Gotta believe it's a pretty cool thrill for some of these high schoolers.
Yeah, it's all right.
This one's flied foul and out of play over the Lawrence dugout. Count goes to 1-2. That one's just off the plate. Man, emergency hack that time from Stables as he just fights it off foul. This one's popped up, foul territory, racing over Crowley, and he can't get there. It's out of play.
It's close. Like I said in the first game, there's a lot of foul territory. So some of these balls that these players would normally be fairly out of play, they're staying close.
We talked about before the game Deacon Moore having his scoreless streak, or at least streak of allowing just one earned run, which is now at 25 and 2/3 innings. Aiden Poot's right up there too. This is a bouncer foul. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Poot also has allowed just 1 total run in his last 5 appearances. And with the out here today, it's his last 23 innings that he's given up just 1 run. Looking to extend the streak right here against Dylan Stables. In the dirt at another full count. The Rams need a base runner. They've got 5 outs to play with. They need at least 2. Poot ready, the payoff pitch is bounced foul, and Hightstown continues to battle. Another pinpoint fastball from Aiden Poot. Back-to-back backwards Ks from the right-hander.
Man, oh man, that's why I said he is the ace of this staff. Those stuff just nasty. Painting the black on the outside zone. And he is putting his team prime position to go to the championship.
Lawrence needs 4 more outs. Anthony Benitez stands in. He's 1 for 2, and he takes 1 below the knees. That one tails outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Benitez on the mound, he's been very good. Not quite as dominant as perhaps we're used to seeing. I mean, he's only struck out 2 batters. He came into this game 4th in the CVC in strikeouts at 55.
That's what's going to happen when we go up against such a good team like Lawrence. Even the best will have some bad days against these good of teams.
Poot ready. The count sits at 2-1. Now 3-1. This might be the Jordan jinx, but the Rams have yet to walk in this game. And there you go. Fastball just below the knees, and the inning is extended.
This guy.
It brings Manny Gonzalez up, representing the tying run.
So you do it on purpose.
That one maybe you could see that, but I just had to look down at the scorecard, recognize that I hadn't written base on balls yet. Gonzalez takes a first pitch strike. He's 0 for 2 today. If you're thinking about a home run for Hightstown, you might need a different guy. He's hit only singles this season, has Gonzalez. He sends this one foul. It's 0-2. Aiden Poot looking for a scoreless 6th inning in relief. Deacon Moore started the game, went 5 strong. Looking to get his team to within 3 outs of back-to-back title games. And he does. 3 backwards Ks in the inning for Aiden Poot. No runs, no hits, 1 left. He strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. from Bob DeMeo Field.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. Bottom of the sixth here in the CVC tournament semifinals. Lawrence on top 2-0, 3 outs away from their second consecutive trip to the championship game. They, of course, won it all last year in a win against Robbinsville at Trenton Thunder Ballpark. Winner of this game gets the Steinert Spartans on Tuesday evening. It'll be the top of the order due up for Lawrence as they look for some insurance. The first pitch to Deacon Moore is a slider on the outside corner. Deacon today 1 for 2 with an RBI. He drove in the second run of this ball game off of a fantastic at-bat in the third inning that led to an RBI single. Behind in the count here, 0-2 in the sixth. And now 1-2. Deacon Moore started the game on the mound in pitch 5 scoreless. And he's worked the count back even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And you got to believe that if Lawrence does advance to Tuesday, you might see the reverse of what's going on today, where you would probably see Aiden Poot start that game and then perhaps Deacon Moore come in relief as he fights it off foul to stay alive.
You would think.
Well, Lawrence earlier this season, if that is the matchup against Steiner, they handled the Spartans, winning 12-1 at Rich Giolella Field. And from 0-2 to 3-2 once again, the command is starting to get away from Benitez. He walked 2 in the fifth, and he walks Deacon Moore to begin the sixth.
Huge walk there. Anytime you can walk after starting the count 0-2, that is just a huge win in my book. I think it's a huge win in anybody's book.
Yeah, and how about the two last at-bats from Deacon Moore? Both of them going 3-2, draws the walk here. Here's Aiden Crowley. He squares, he bunts, he pushes it past the pitcher, fielded by Gonzalez, and how about that play? Oh, it was dropped. It was dropped and kicked away. Deacon Moore rounds third and is going to stay there. Man, all sorts of chaos going on the base paths. I think that even Aiden Crowley thought that ball was fielded at first base by the second baseman, Dylan Stables. Instead, it kicks out of his glove. Well, and I think Hightstown might be arguing that Crowley pushed it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're arguing, but I'm not sure. The throw guided him into the same path as the base runner. It's not like he went out of his way or hit it out of his hand. It just he was running to first base and it hit him. I don't think you can call really interference there with the base runner, and it's just a really good, perfectly placed bunt.
And I guess you got to go single because Crowley's probably beating that.
I think he's definitely beating.
go error on the second baseman for he was the one trying to catch it.
I don't even think you could do an
Gonzalez.
error because it wasn't really him that did it. It was like I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, you can't call it a double.
Yeah, no, it's not I would say just you'd have to say E4.
Well, either way, it means runners on second and third for Lawrence.
Yeah, no, you can't do dead ball advance. No, it would have to be an E4.
Now Josh Vikrosky up with a chance to give his team some insurance in the sixth.
And with 2 runners in scoring position with no outs, this is exactly the guy you want up if you are the Lawrence Cardinals.
That's down and away, 1 ball, no strikes. And yeah, through all of that, Jimmy Mayer ends up holding Deacon Moore at third, and I think he probably would have scored pretty easily had they sent him.
Yeah, but I think Jimmy Mayer was thinking, obviously, who was up next, the situation. Do I want to risk it? Do I want to get that run, or do I just want to leave him here and one of my best hitters, most dangerous hitters coming up to the dish?
Hitters count now for Vikrosky, but with the open base at first, Benitez does not have to give in. Oh, man, that probably was not going to be a strike, and Vikrosky got over-aggressive. Infield in across the board for Hightstown. Looking to keep it at a 2-run game. This one's bounced to short off the glove of Drews. Picks up and fires late. The runners hold, so they're loaded with nobody out for the Cardinals. And up steps Dan Tazi.
Well, good job to keep that near him and even make that somewhat of a close play because I thought that one was going to get over his head and over his glove there at short. But no, he got some leather on it and kept it near him.
Now, I'm going to go single there because he had to leap for it.
Absolutely. That's definitely a single.
That's one of those ones where if the infield is back, it's an easy play for
Easy
Drews.
play, yeah. And like I said, to even get a glove on it, I thought that was going to be an easy base hit into left field, scoring at least one, but being able to get some leather on it just to stop it and get near him.
It's still a major missed opportunity for Hightstown because if he comes up with that, they've got Vikrosky at first and it would have held the runners. Well, here's Dan Tazi. He's already got 1 grand slam this year. And he's got the bases juiced. Hightstown's going to play the corners in and up the middle at double play depth. Bases full of Cardinals, and Tazi takes outside. It's Deacon Moore over at third, Aiden Crowley at second, Josh Vikrosky around at first. And a wave and a miss. Tazi late on some high heat. Cardinals looking to perhaps push a few more across as they're 3 outs away. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes. On a 1-2, Tazi again sprays it foul. A strikeout would be big for Anthony Benitez as he tries to walk the tightrope here in the 6th. 1-2. Tazi again hits it foul off the right side. And these Cardinals hitters are not making anything easy for Benitez on the mound.
They have been battling hard, and they've been fouling a lot of pitches off.
This one he was a bit early on, but still got a piece. And it remains 1-2.
This is incredible.
Yeah, the Cardinals have seemed unafraid going up against a pitcher who came into this game with the 5th-ranked ERA in the state. Tazi today 1 for 2 with a run. And he went around. So there's the strikeout for Benitez, a pump of the fist. Just his 3rd K of the day. And the bases are still loaded now with 1 down for Aiden Poot.
Yeah, big out, a big strike, but still have to get out of this situation? Still a big, situation. Don't want to say situation twice, but this is what it is. Bases loaded. He still only got one out now.
Aiden Poot, first pitch takes, and it's on the outside corner.
It was a big first out to get, but pop-up still possibly score a run here for Lawrence.
Bases still loaded. The infield is double play depth up the middle and in at the corners again. And this one shot foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, if Benitez is somehow able to work his way out of this, and that would be a much-needed, I think, boost for Hightstown, as they've been held scoreless through 6. And right now, they're going to need at least 2 in the 7th. An offense that came in number 1 in the CVC. All zeros so far. 0-2 to Poot. He hits it foul again to stay alive, and a little bit of a delay in that windup.
I was just about to say that. It looked like, he definitely took his time when he got set, but nice little hitch in his motion there. Maybe threw off Poot. Definitely threw me off.
Another 0-2 to Aiden Poot. He swings and does not get a piece. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Anthony Benitez can see his way through this now.
Now that first out, that was big. That strikeout right there, that was huge. That's what you needed. Now you can kind of ignore the base runners. Just focus on the batter. Strike him out, you're out of this inning. Pop out, you're out of this inning. Easy ground ball, you're out of this inning. Easy ground out to any bag. If you're Benitez, you got to feel good right now.
Well, it's the battle of Benitez as Andrew digs in, and he takes a first pitch that makes him dance, and it's 1-0. Andrew Benitez so far today, 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out back in the 2nd, which currently is the difference in the ball game. The 1-0, and Andrew Benitez takes high. 2 balls and no strikes. The last 2 batters, Anthony Benitez had refound the command, but he's walked 3 in the last 2 innings. And needs to make a good pitch right here. The 2-0. There it is. That's a good one. Fastball outside black. 2-1.
Oh, here comes Charles.
Yeah, the music has been on point all day long. The 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. And Andrew Benitez not giving in.
And nowhere to put him, so Benitez has to battle here.
Both of them do.
I know. Who are we talking about? I don't know.
Bases full of Cardinals, no place to put him. The 3-1. Challenged him with a pitch at the knees, and the count goes full, and the runners will be off.
Wow. Low zone, but just clipping the bottom.
Perhaps the biggest spot of the ball game. Anthony Benitez looking to keep it at a 2-run game. Andrew looking to extend it for the Cardinals. And he swings and misses. How about that? Anthony Benitez loads up the bases and then strikes out 3 in a row to keep it at a 2-run ball game. The Rams need a rally. They trail 2-0. Aiden Poot looking to put the finishing touches for the Cardinals on their 2nd straight trip to the CVC title game. He'll have to deal with the bottom of the Rams order when we come back on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
We go to the bottom, or I should say the top, of the 7th. here in the CVC tournament semifinals from Bob DeMeo Field. Lawrence still on top 2-0 after Anthony Benitez did some heavy lifting to keep it at a 2-run ball game. Loaded up the bases in the bottom of the 6th, but struck out 3 in a row after having only 2 Ks all day to get out of that jam. And now it's Zach Nagel, Kamau Taylor, and Alex Makita due up for the Rams. They need a pair of runs. And the first pitch to Nagel is a fastball for a called strike.
3 outs away from going to Trenton Thunder Ballpark.
The Steinert Spartans await. They won 2-1 in 8 innings over Allentown in the day game. And Aiden Poot right now is just pouring in strikes.
Yeah, having to go from Deacon Moore to Aiden Poot. Oh, my goodness. They said it wasn't going to be easy for these Rams.
They have not been shut out all season long. 3 outs away from suffering a defeat like that for the first time. Nagel goes down on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from Aiden Poot. And the Cardinals are 2 outs away from a return trip to the finals.
Yeah, just a really good sequence there by Poot, finishing them off with some high cheese. Wow.
All 4 outs for Poot in this game are via the K. Come out, Taylor digs in, he's 1 for 2, and he takes outside. Cardinals scored a run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd. A ground out drove home the first run from Andrew Benitez, and then an RBI single from Deacon Moore plated the 2nd. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That get caught?
I believe so.
It's a goner.
Yeah, Red Birch is going to have to shake the net again.
Come on, Red.
He'll get it down.
There he goes. He's on it.
1-1 the count on Taylor. 1-2. He fishes. Aiden Poot just looks such in a rhythm right now.
You have to think he's going to be starting the next game of the championship. If the pitch count is good enough here.
Just outside. Man, I don't know how you take that one with 2 strikes. But Taylor laid off of it, and the count's now even. Two-two to Taylor. Ground ball back up the middle. Tazi has it eat him up. It took a wicked hop, and it'll be a bad hot base hit for Kamau Taylor. Remember, he started the rally in the 7th against Hopewell Valley, and now looking to do the same here against the Cardinals as Alex Makita will dig in.
Yeah, big base runner there for Hightstown. Get him on. Keep this rally. Get it started, I should say, but still got to get another run on just for the tying run.
Makita's 1 for 2. He's extended his career-long hit streak to 8 consecutive games. That one's rolled foul at the first base line. Well, as long as Makita doesn't hit into a double play, it would mean Brian Drews in the top of this order would get another chance as the Rams look to keep their season, or their CVC season going. They have not been to a local title game since 1985. And now a ball and a strike on Makita. One. Swing and a miss. It fell off the table. Hightstown has had base runners in every inning, but have yet to get anybody home. 1-2. Down and away. They're laying off that down and outside slider now.
Yeah, not trying to be too aggressive here when Lawrence is expecting him to be aggressive. You know, try to press, put the gas pedal down to the floor.
2-2 from Poot. Man, what a job by Makita just to make contact and stay alive.
That was a tomahawk chop right there.
We've seen some really great at-bats this afternoon. Really all between both games. I mean, the Steiner-Allentown game, Those guys didn't give in, and now especially here in the nightcap.
We've had a good day of baseball.
2-2. Man, again, same thing. Just rolled it up the first baseline, foul. Brian Drews waits on deck for Hightstown. The 2-2 pitch. Bounced towards second. Charging Sumners has one play. It's to first. And that's the second out. And here comes Drews. He represents the tying run, but the Cardinals now an out away from a return trip to the title game. And to add to the suspense, Jimmy Mayer is going to make the slow trot out. And let's see if he makes a move.
For one more out, huh?
Looks like he's going to leave Aiden Poot in. Thought maybe he was thinking about pitch count and saving him for
That's
a
what
potential title game.
I don't know exactly what his limit would be that he can go to that he would make him still eligible for that game. But
And he's thrown 40 so far today.
when is that game? Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday night.
So you would have 3 games of rest in between. So I feel like it would have to be, you know, he's probably got a couple more pitches, but it's probably what Coach Mayer's going out to tell him, maybe how many pitches he's got. Let him know, like, hey, you got to get it done here. We got to take you out.
Well, here's Brian Drews, 0 for 3 today. He's been on base in all 38 career high school games. He's yet to reach base today. Come out, Taylor out at second. Drews represents the tying run. And he takes upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Looked good.
Drews does not have a home run this year. In fact, 27 of his 30 hits are singles. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Trying to get it to Danny Creer, who does have a long ball this season. He waits on deck just hoping to get a chance.
And if this batter is able to get on, that would be the tying run.
And time is called. This field has certainly provided some late inning fireworks over the years. Rams looking to keep that trend going. 3-0. You got to believe that the red light is up here for Drews. He's going to assume that he's going to fake the square here and pull back. And there it is, and it's strike 1. And for the second time in as many games, we see a batter toss his bat away and then have to go pick it up because the home plate umpire called it a strike.
Full-on toss, too. Not even like a little chuck or dropped it. No, they tossed it.
The last time that happened, the next pitch was ball 4. 3-1. Hits it foul. Count goes full. Lawrence is 1 strike away from a return trip to the Colonial Valley Conference Championship game, where the Steinert Spartans await them on Tuesday at Trenton Thunder Ballpark. Aiden Poot looking to put the finishing touches on here in the semis. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Back-to-back years, the Cardinals will advance to the CVC Finals. Aiden Poot slams the door, and Lawrence wins this one 2-0 over Hightstown.
Man, oh man, what a performance today by these Lawrence pitchers. Obviously, the Cardinals didn't need much when you got those guys on the mound looking like they do. And yeah, going back to Trenton Thunder Ballpark, trying to go back-to-back.
Cardinals win this one 2-0 your final. Our player of the game, it's going to be Deacon Moore. 5 shutout innings. He gets the win. Helped his own cause with an RBI single in the 3rd. And make sure you keep it locked to our social media channels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll have that interview posted shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast. A broadcast today that was brought to you by Team Toyota, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, De Lorenzo's The Berg, now open in Hamilton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Simplicity Funeral Home, Hyundai of Trenton, and the Trenton Thunder. What a day of baseball it was here at Bob DeMeo Field. Some low-scoring games. Steinert takes down Allentown 2-1 in extras, and then Lawrence in the nightcap silences the best offense in the CVC in the Hightstown Rams. They win it 2-0, and our championship game is now set. It'll be the number 6 seed Steinert Spartans against the top-seeded Lawrence Cardinals on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock from Trenton Thunder Ballpark. We will have coverage of that game for you right here on the WBCB Sports Network. Alrighty, one final time now for the entire crew, making both of today's games possible. For my broadcast partner and video engineer, Gus the Bus Barber. For Brian O'Neill operating the camera.